and I'm so excited that you have tuned in on this beautiful Friday. I believe today is the first Friday of October. October is a good month. Today I have an amazing guest in studio, but I won't introduce him just yet. As usual, we're going to talk about furnishing, we'll talk about lights, and I'm so excited about this topic because you cannot enter a space of home, office, commercial space without putting your lights on. Your lights have to come on. Your lights reflects your mood, reflects your energy. It helps you to read. It helps you to see better and unwind better in a space, or even work better in a space. So light is very important. And if you remember from last week's discussion, we spoke about accessibility, and the architect was very emphatic about light as well. So this just fits right into topic. All right. So let's do a spot of music. I'll come with DIY, then I would eagerly bring our guest in. This show is also interactive on WhatsApp. So I would give you the WhatsApp number when I come back. But it's streaming live on our Facebook, that is Z101.9 FM, and also on our Facebook as well. So be very attached to our Facebook and our YouTube channel, and share the link with your friends so that they will be part of this important and insightful discussion. So I'll see you soon, or you hear from me pretty soon. Okay, so I am back, and since my DJ is refusing to let me know the music, who sang that song, I'll mind him. I'll charge him. But anyway, welcome back, and this is our DIY segment. So today I want to talk about bed sheets. We are in that space of, we like to replace our bed sheets, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Very, very good. You can't be sleeping on torn, messy, old, drab-looking bed sheets. But we can alternate the use of our bed sheets, because most of us just cut them and turn them into rugs. But I am looking at our furniture and looking at what we can do with our bed sheets, right? So those of us who already have the insight on how to use our fitted bed sheets, when we are moving furniture, when we are moving home, or when we're not using furniture, we use our fitted sheets to cover, and that's a good thing. It protects the furniture from dust, from mite, also sunlight, harsh sunlight, and also just generally elements of the weather, of wind, of rain, and all of that. But if you have the normal sheets in large or in queen size or in California king, do not be in a rush to just cut them up and use them as rugs. I actually prefer when we use old t-shirts for rugs. But the bed sheets, and that's large, it's already in the large size. Just get your seamstress or your tailor by the corner and tell them to hem the edges and turn them into fitted sheets so that you can use that to protect your furniture, especially that of outdoors. If you don't have pets, but it's only stuck with the elements of the weather, just use that and cover it so that at least you can protect the furniture from the rain and wind and all of that. And even indoors, if you're not using the furniture again and you're going to store it somewhere for those of us who have attics, for those of us who have like big storeroom or big garages where we just leave them there and it's all dusty, don't do that to yourself. Turn these old, large size bed sheets into furniture coverings and you would save a lot of money. So that is your DIY tip for today, and I'll be back in a jiffy with my guest, and he's called Justice. You see, I've mentioned his name now, so I'll be back with Justice.
Z101.9 FM. Good, I'm feeling super, super. It's a new day, it's only getting better. Body feeling smooth, I feel like cocoa butter. Shake it, you see, my Jimmy, cigar. Once I can't you see me? I'm in Sika. Eh, mini bebo. Mini bebo. Mini bebo. It be like say you maintain. You always say whenever I they call, you know they cause me any pain. You never leave me gone, no. You never leave me gone, no. And I will love you till the end of time. Once upon a time, a little younger. Things have changed, things are getting better. Hold on, power it makes you super, super. Say, can't you see me? I'm in Sika. Eh, mini bebo. Mini bebo. Mini bebo. Mini bebo. Mini bebo. Mini bebo.
Hello. So we are here and we are about to delve into the main discussion for the week. Today I have Justice in studio. Justice is a very handsome man. Hey, ladies on my shoe. You see the coming. I'm trying to make him so nervous before I start stressing his life out. But today, Justice and I are going to talk about lights. Light is very, very important. It's one of the most crucial furnishing accessories and aspects of interior design and architecture. It is so important that you cannot factor it in your space. The good thing also about light is that I think every hour there's a manufacturer somewhere, there's a producer or someone somewhere out there in the world who is looking at how they can improve on what is already existent and how they can make it better in terms of how light, how efficient, and I dare say affordable across various economic, wallets and all of that, because you simply cannot do without lights. So I brought in the experts today, and today my expert is called Justice. Justice, how are you?
Thank you, Nabia. I'm doing fine. I'm humbled to be on your show.
Thank you.
Like you said, light is very crucial in our everyday lives. So you see that even the icon that incites idea is a light bulb, right? And that alone speaks volumes.
Yeah.
So personally, if I'm allowed to, I like to associate light to the brand that I'm associated to. So first off, I'm coming from a company called X Interior Design, limited on the Spintex Road.
Okay.
I'm sure that's where we met. And our major brand is Jaqua Lights.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an Indian brand, and we do a lot for our people. Ideally, for a showroom that sells fixtures like these, what you do is you just walk in and you pick what you want, or you ask for what you want and they just give it to you. But the advantage we have over the others is we are not only salespeople, we are sales consultants. We want to understand what you want to do first, and then we advise. Otherwise, we could just give you what you asked for. It might not work where you're going to use it, but then we've just made our money. But we go the extra mile to make sure we understand your space, and then, yeah.
So I like what you just said, that we go the extra mile, because the typical Ghanaian, me kotobo. I've seen blue light. I want blue light. I've seen yellow. Hey, I saw some yellow lights on Instagram. Hey, I want those lights. So run us through again why this one. Detach yourself from everything. This is Justice telling you, why is light critical in our homes and offices?
All right.
General overview.
Okay, so obviously we need lumen in the space. Without lights, it's all darkness.
Yes.
We can't do anything without it. That's the first thing. And then secondly, to aesthetically speaking, if you want to create an ambience, let's start from the home.
Okay.
The home is supposed to be your haven, right? It's a place where you want to be like a child when you come. You want to be your original self.
Yes.
So it has to be a space where it's properly set up. So then the light fixtures is very important. You have to consider everything. But one thing that some of us don't consider is light go hand in hand with so many things. Light go hand in hand with your paintings on the wall, and even your entire setup, your decor, the amount of light that's even entering the room. You have to consider all these things. But I'm sure most people don't do these things. But like I said, when you come to our space or our niche, exterior is giving you, exterior design is giving you all of that. So, you can make your space a home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like what you said when you're talking about how it's a space that you want to feel like a child. So
Yes.
basically unwind.
Yes.
So it just steps into my next question. So how do we differentiate light for ambience, light for productivity? Where do we draw the line? Because I have walked into spaces where I have seen that this light is actually a bedroom light doing its thing in an office.
Very true.
Why on earth do they have this here? What's the difference, the key difference? How do I know? I am Nabia. How do I know?
How do you know? Okay, so for a layman, like we said, okay, I think we were discussing something earlier. When we were younger, they just send you out to buy a bulb, and they mention 60 watts, 40 watts, mpe blue, mpe, they give you colors. We didn't know what that meant. But when you come to the spaces now, for instance, if we take a typical office space, you are there to work. You have to be active. You don't have to be dull or laid back. So we have to consider the fact that we need lights that are giving more lumen. So specifically, we'll go for cool white. I'm sure we'll come to that when
Yes,
we'll explain to
definitely.
details. So if you enter into a space where the light is literally in your face, it means you're not there to joke.
Yes.
You have to put in the effort. But on the other side, or on the flip side, if it's a home, it's supposed to be the opposite, meaning that it has to be cozy and warm. So for you to be able to differentiate as a layman, when you enter into a space, it could either be a shop, a showroom, or an office. You might have some panel lights up in the wall. You might have some track lights focusing on some few things that they want you to notice and all of that. But you go to a different space where a restaurant that you want to relax, or a typical home, the ambience is supposed to be calm and welcoming. So
Okay.
the lights have to be warmer.
Okay.
You have a bit of some cool music in the background, and you're good
Hey,
to go.
Justice, you want to set us? You are warned. You are very warned.
I'm just saying.
It's just 2:00. We don't like that. Don't give us that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I really appreciate that point.
Yeah.
You understand what you're talking about. Now, the thing is that let me help you separate it now.
Okay.
So, home. Give me your top 3 options, because I heard you mention warm and all of that.
Yes.
But give me, I'm in a home right now. What are my top 3 lighting options for a home?
In a typical home, let's first look at the spaces.
Okay.
In a home, we have the living area or the living room. We have the kitchen, we have the bathroom, we have the bedroom.
Okay.
So let's start from rest. So the bedroom. The bedroom typically requires warm light.
Okay.
But for some reason, if you're a reader or you're somebody who likes to read when you're on bed, you need a bit of cool white somewhere. It could be a bedside lamp, or now there are more interesting lights out there. Like for instance, we have magnetic track lights that are inserted into the walls. You can just slide them up and down. You can take them off, slide them back in, and then they function
Okay.
perfectly. Right. So ideally for a bedroom area, it should be all warm because you're supposed to be relaxed.
Okay.
Because we should understand that the light also affects your mood. Right. So if it's warm, for our audience, warm means the ones that you see them in yellow. Yeah, so that they can understand. Yes.
yeah.
So warm is typically yellow. Let's associate to that. for a better understanding, let's take the 3 colors and lights.
Okay.
We have warm, we have cool, and we have neutral.
Okay.
So ideally, cool is supposed to be places where you have to be active, or you have to be out and about. So cool white ideally is suitable for the living area. But even with that, we have to make sure that it's layered. Layered means you have to throw in some other fixtures to balance the mood, because it could be an instance where you are in the living area, but probably you are with your partner, you want the environment to be cozy and calm. You have to switch.
Okay.
So in a typical living area, we have to keep it layered. We have to balance it, have a few cool, have a few neutral, depending on the individual, how you want it to be set up.
Okay.
We have to put it that way. So living area, ideally, either cool or neutral, and you can throw in some few warm.
Okay.
But typically for a bedroom, it's all warm.
Okay.
And then for a bathroom, you have to keep it neutral, because for instance, if you have a mirror there, you like to see your face properly. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be too bright in your face,
Yes.
because that light bouncing from the bulb or the recessed light or whatever it is will reflect on the mirror and hit your eye. So it has to be okay. Neutral means it's balanced between cool and then warm. Yeah, so
Okay.
I think
All right.
that sets the tone.
Okay. So our office right now, we are in ZFM.
Yeah,
and
nice place.
There's a. Thank you very much.
Nice
Thank
place,
you.
nice
Hey,
place.
hey, thank you. My producer is happy. Praise God. Hey, are you happy? Yes. She's very happy. So, please let me mention my station again. We are on Z101.9 FM, your number one lifestyle, leisure, and business platform. So we're in ZFM. There's so many lights which are happening from reception all the way upstairs.
Yeah.
What are your top 3 lights for offices, please?
For offices, we definitely have to do cool white.
Okay.
But cool specifically, we will narrow it down to a few spotlights.
Okay.
But since it's a station, an FM station, because you have some recessed lights here, and then there are some surface lights. Those are doing well. And then you are focusing on some few things like the inscription on your wall. So you have some track lights as well. So that's your idea of lighting. This works well because it's a studio,
Okay.
right? If for some reason you need more lumen or more lights moving forward, I know ZFM will be coming on our television soon. That it means
Amen.
you have to, you have to upscale and then put in more cool white.
Okay.
We need more white lights there. But basically for now, you're doing a great job. Lighting is on point.
Okay. So if I hear you well, lights are supposed to, I'm still in my office. Lights
Okay.
are supposed to help with productivity. What are we doing wrong when it comes to that? Because that is actually a space where we spend all our time.
True.
Monday to even Sundays. Now people even do extra
Yes.
times
And on Saturdays as well.
and Sundays. So what are we doing wrong? Because we go to work all energetic, we come back, we are moving from the office to home, and we are all. I have a feeling lighting has to play a role. Like what are we doing wrong?
Yes, it does. It's to a large extent, lighting sets the tone and it sets the mood as well. So if it's an office space, right? You're at work, and most of the lights there are warm. They are cool and they are calm. There's a high possibility you have people dozing off a lot because they might think for some reason they are in their comfort zone, they are home or something. What happens is light enters the cornea to the eye, and your brain also receives it.
Yes.
So your brain is telling you,
Sleep.
Charlie, relax. No be giddy like that. So yeah, to a large extent, light really affects our spaces, right? So, like I said, way back, they just send you to buy the lights. We have no idea what we are supposed to know about the lights before we buy them. 60 watts will make you sweat a lot, but we didn't know.
Yes.
And it consumes a lot of electricity.
Yes.
We also didn't know.
Yeah.
At the long run, you are having light emanating from your television, and then from that 60 watts, at the end of the day, some years later, you'll be squinting your eye to look at a small object.
Yes.
We didn't know all of this.
Yes.
But thankfully, we have been able to, understand these things, and we'd like for our listeners to also, tune in on this and understand that now light plays a vital role in our everyday life. So at least if you don't know or you're not aware of these things, please ask and then be informed. But if for some reason you have nobody to ask, please come to X Interior Design.
I was waiting for you to.
You knew I was saying.
I was pausing. I knew you were going to say that.
Please come to X Interior Design on the Sprinters Road,
You know,
and let's sort you out.
what is it with our electricians? Because they
Yeah.
are like our mini gods or our demigods when it comes to lights. And I'll come to trends
Yeah.
and all of that. But let's stand with the electricians.
Okay.
Why are they giving us awful advice? And why are we listening? I know you can't even answer this if you tried, or if I give you the whole day.
It will be a long
A
conversation.
long conversation.
Yeah.
Now, why? Is it that we don't have enough electrical schools, or like what is it?
Yeah.
Because they are churning out wrong information. This is
A
across
lot.
country, across budgets of people. You go into a home that shouldn't have, like a small 2-bedroom, and they put the lights on, and you want to like, hey, what's going on here?
Yes.
What's
So,
that?
Nabia, what you said is actually very true. The light you spoke about, that you enter into a space and then you get scared. Lights can make smaller spaces look bigger,
Yes.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
Can make a bigger space look smaller.
Yeah.
Some of the issues among the lot that our electricians, because we depend on them a lot, because most of us from the onset we didn't have all this knowledge about lights. Right? So one of the issues is an individual, or let's say an end user, that want to put up a home, and it's based on cutting costs. We only tell the electrician, I want cheap stuff, this is what I can afford. And the electrician wouldn't want to advise because they wouldn't want to lose that business or that contract.
Yes.
That is one of the things that goes against you, the individual, but
Yes.
you would not know until later on.
Yes.
That's one. Another thing too is, really and truly, not all our electricians are really up to speed with how all these light fixtures really work, because most of them studied how to install from some predecessors that they were pushed to go and
That's
understudy
a very
them.
mean thing to say.
Oh no,
Justin.
that's the fact.
Predecessor part. It's like some
Okay, so
ancestor.
like no, okay, so what I'm trying to say is, let's say you're in a neighborhood. This person has been servicing light fixtures for some 3-4 houses for some time.
Okay.
Your son is home not doing anything.
Yeah.
Kono hono no nchio. You know? Yeah, so so eventually
Yeah.
this person will go up and
Yeah.
call himself an electrician.
Exactly.
But like you said, they're actually electrical schools. NVTI is associated with all these people and
Exactly.
stuff that people have to go through.
Exactly.
But as usual, this part of the world, not everybody can afford that. But at least those that cannot, they shouldn't ill-inform the public.
Yeah.
Because let me just touch on this. We were talking about this earlier. Ideally, for every home, minimum 15 to 20 years, you have to change your wiring and possibly your light fixtures.
I hope you heard that, please.
Ideally, 15 years and above, you have to. But imagine you putting up a building that cost you millions of CDs,
Yeah.
and you have to tear the walls, pull out all these wiring, go buy them again. There are hundreds of people that don't do this,
Yes.
but it will do you a lot of good. The importance of these things is, when you do this regularly, or even from the onset, when you do the right thing, you consume less electricity. Your bills don't go high. But if that individual is like, oh, let's cut cost, so let's buy cheap stuff, your consumption will rather go high. In the long
Exactly.
run, you're spending more,
Yeah.
but you would not know.
Exactly.
All these things are information that has to be out there, but
Okay.
people do not know.
Yeah.
Right. So there are lots of things that electricians, but like you said, I don't want to.
No, we
You know.
can't. We've not even finished.
Let's not go
But
too
I'm
much.
glad you touched on the 15 years and also the wiring, the types of wires.
Yes. It's very, very, very important.
People don't know that you can even burn your whole house just by having wrong wires.
True. Very
so
true.
where we have reached, we can't be relying on the area guy who claims, who we have seen change bulbs, but who claims they can do. No. don't. Sometimes some of the things of installation of interiors and construction, you cannot sell yourself short.
Yes.
Some of the things you just have to just close your eyes, bite your lips, and buy. Wires, lights, those things are so important. Or else you will burn your entire office down, your entire home down, and you'll be thinking someone has done. Nobody has done you. You've done yourself. Okay. So we are back, and I want to say you're listening to Z 101.9 FM in house today. We have Justice. Justice is our expert for today, and he's leading the discussion on what we must note when it has to do with lights for our homes, offices, and commercial space. Now, Justice,
Yes.
trends and innovations. You are not hiding, you are sitting at the Spintex Road, and I'm
Yes.
sure you are the hub for Gen Z and Millennial, Gen Alpha, Gen what? What are people buying in terms of lights? What are the trends?
Oh, a lot. There are lots of.
Hey,
There
tell
are wild.
me.
There are wild fixtures in
Tell
town.
me. Give me top three.
They are flex lights.
Hey, what's that?
They almost look like strip lights, but
Okay.
they are not.
Okay.
They are just a bit stiff. You can turn them into any shape
Okay.
you want. So
Okay.
people use that on either inside their homes just to, I don't know, give some aesthetic to their finishing. Like I already mentioned, magnetic track lights. Those are really trending now. The reason why is the wiring just goes through the panel that the track light is supposed to sit on. So you can just pull out the light and it goes off and you slot it back in and it's on. It's very interesting.
Okay.
That's another. And then now people are also leaning towards wall washers a lot.
Okay.
So wall washers are like lights that are external. You focus them on your buildings. So if you have some interesting designs on your building, if you want those driving by to know that
Yeah.
it be you that.
It be me that my PG car has come.
Yeah. Then wall washers too are doing very well, and then
Okay.
bollard lights,
Okay.
and then barrel lights.
Okay.
So bollard and then barrel are ideally okay for your parking spaces,
Okay.
because when it's late and you come home, you want to have the lights direct you into your garage
Okay.
or into the compound and all
Okay.
of that.
Okay.
And then a bit of floodlights, especially for areas where there are not too many street lights. We know street lights is a thing in Ghana, right? So
Don't get me started on
exactly, yeah. So floodlights are doing well as well. So
Okay.
those who don't have these street lights around, they lean towards floodlights to, give some lights to the space to avoid some burglary and
And all
whatnot.
of
If you
that.
have cameras around and you have that lights, at least
Yeah.
you can know who is trying to
do whatever.
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot.
I see it a lot. You see the content creators, you see the influencers in their when they are coming on. I reside on Facebook, so Facebook Live, and you see them and see their life like, hey, these people, what's going on? So why are they being influenced? Is it that is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it Snapchat? Is it those who have traveled? You are in the industry,
Yeah.
specific industry. Where are they getting all these insights from, and how is it affecting us as we finish? Because we are doing the Airbnbs now.
Okay.
We are
Yeah.
doing December to Remember. We
Yes.
are doing High Rise. We are doing so. Please merge.
Okay.
for
So
us.
so the number one will be social media, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of influence from social media. Because now when you want to do something, you want to get inspiration from social media because
Okay.
somebody has done something
Yeah.
that people are talking about. So you want to replicate what they're
Yeah.
doing. That's one. And then also, people are tired of the same old thing. It's
Yeah.
boring
Yeah.
for them. So they want to try new things. So not only for the end users, but even the manufacturers, our manufacturers, they are open to listen to what we feel
Okay.
is trending on the market.
Okay.
So just to add, we are even open to create interior design.
I'm
You know,
listening, Justin.
We are open to create lights specifically for your outfit,
Yeah.
depending on how you want it, what color, what temperature,
Yeah, then I
all of
think
that.
that the Gen Z people will be excited because
Yeah,
they
so-
like custom.
Different. They want something different that's only
yes,
for them.
Okay.
Yeah, interior got you covered. So
Okay.
I think what's happening is, if it was me for an individual, I am bored of the same old stuff that we used to do, because the typical bulb is just like the onion bulb that's been there since.
Yes.
That is way gone. It's past. And also we have energy savers now, because sometimes doom saw is still around, you know. So yeah, that is also trending, because if your phone is on and your light is out, it's like you are in darkness, and then so I think a lot of influence coming from social media, and then the fact that individuals are bored of the same old thing and all of that. So that is also instigating the fact that trends for lights is now taking a different turn.
And I think also because people are traveling now.
Yes, that also.
travel,
They're
'cause,
seeing new things.
Yeah, last week the architects I had mentioned that also the type of buildings which are coming up,
Yeah.
the people are largely influenced by, I went to Dubai, I went to Singapore, I went to Bali.
It's interesting you mentioned Dubai first. That's the hub now.
That's the hub.
Yes,
Like,
that's true.
That is the hub.
Yes.
You cannot do anything without the Arabs.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
And it's amazing how they hid from us, but we saw them
Yes.
during the World Cup. They are so bad. They hid from us.
I
and then
know.
Before you realize, like, they are all
Yes,
into that.
yeah,
I think those who have traveled also come back with a lot of expectation, and also those who come and build their head offices here. So like for the banks, when they build their regional head offices, they kind of want to have an aesthetic from their head country.
Yes.
So you see the kind of lighting, even the floodlights is so different from what we have. So I think when others are building theirs too, they want the same.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
That's true. And just to add, in concern to those who are influenced with the outside, you know, those of our relatives that are in the diaspora, when they want to start an infrastructure here, they want to bring what they saw there down here.
So they
you know, so
all those clients, they bring their own thing.
Yes,
They don't want
exactly.
to
Yes. So that also influenced the change in trend as well. Yeah.
Okay. Smart lights.
Smart.
Lights.
There's a lot of smart lights now. There's one that is like a light pole, right? Yeah, it's a light pole, and it gives free Wi-Fi. It uses solar.
And you didn't bring. Please go back to where.
Come to X Interior Design. Let's show you. Yeah. So for the smart light, there's a lot. And now people are getting used to a lot of smart things, right? Even mirrors now have lights. Lots of mirrors have lights. Either the ones that come with the mirrors, or you buy the lights separately to attach to the mirrors. So there are specific lights that are made for mirrors only as well. So I think smart light is becoming a trend because people have seen some things outside their scope that they want to start using it. Like we mentioned, outside. Somebody wants to be in their office and be able to turn their lights on at a particular place on their phones or maybe on their smartwatches and all of that. So smart light is playing a vital role in our spaces now. The only issue is, then again, back to the doomsaw, right? So not everybody is really up to that, unless the people who are willing to have maybe a standby gen or all of that, then they know 24/7 their lights are on, they can switch up. But the rest of us, we did cool.
Last week we were talking about smart furnishing, and I was like laying a lot of placing a lot of heat on remote controlled curtains, and in the comment section on Facebook, someone said, I would love that, but when the lights goes off, the curtains are just hanging mid-section. How do I bring them? And it's true. How expensive is smart lighting? Be very real with us. Z Decor Live, we are real. How expensive?
It's quite above average.
So would you advise people to go into it?
Personally, I would say yes. If you have the means, I would say yes, because it can help you a lot, especially for the family. Maybe, let's say you have your nanny come back with the kids. You want them to go steady. Everything is connected. You can, operate the lights, join down to the television, everything. And then make sure that some people do or your kids do what they want to do and all of that. And even the lights that are attached to the cameras or next to the cameras that make you see properly, all of that. Ideally, our advice, yes, but if the cost involved is too much for you, please don't kill yourself.
It's true.
Go with the regular
Don't
ones.
kill yourself.
Yeah.
And also for commercial spaces of offices and like rentals for hotels and all of that, I like the bathroom lights where you walk in and it just comes up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
those are very functional.
yeah.
And functionality is a thing.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
So you can even, if you can incorporate that into your home where you just walk into the bathroom and the
And
lights.
the lights come, but even those ones are not that expensive.
Okay.
We have some switches
Okay.
that are sensor active,
Okay.
right? So you can just connect your wires to them and your lights to them.
Okay.
It could either be at your staircase,
Mm-hmm.
the entrance of your living area,
Mhm.
or your bathroom.
Okay.
So as soon as your body temperature hits that, when you walk in, then your lights switch on. So those ones are not that too expensive.
Okay.
If those are the ones that our audience are looking for, it's okay. But the ones that have to do with switching off all your lights in your living area, the space in the compound, those ones are a bit on the high side.
high
So
side.
yeah.
Okay. So you were talking about, let me take you back a bit to something you said,
Yeah.
energy efficient
Yep.
lighting. Please give me all your information on that.
Okay, so let's start from the basics. First off, for lights, just for our audience consumption,
Okay.
the SI unit for our lights, where lights idea is from sunlight itself.
Okay.
So all the three temperatures of light is supposed to try and catch up with sunlight. That's what they are trying to do, right? So if you are trying to make sure that you have that amount of light in your space, it means you're going to consume more electricity because there's no light that can beat sunlight.
Okay.
That's one.
Okay.
So then we start from cabling,
Okay.
the cables in the wall.
Okay.
So back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
Cables are very important. They play a vital role in lights because you can have the best lights from exterior design
Mind you.
and still have the worst cables,
Yeah.
and you might not experience the functionality of the lights as it's supposed to.
I love that you said functionality.
You know, because that is where the source is generated from into the light. So if you're going to buy some low loose cables and you use them, yeah, it's affordable, you save some few bucks, but in the long run you're going to pay more for electricity consumption. Eventually it's going to end up damaging some of your electrical appliances, and then worst case you're not going to experience, like we said, the functionality of the light fixtures that you've paid for and you're meant to enjoy.
I say that, I ask that because people, and there's a question here, people feel that if we use energy or we focus on energy efficient lighting, then it's like we're compromising our style.
Okay.
Yes, and I want you to just debunk that in the best way you understand.
Okay. So look, I just want to ask, when they say we are debunking our style, what
Like compromising us, it's like you are trying to say that, oh, energy efficient, so
so I should spend more?
I should spend more.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay. So it's like this. Yeah. We said something earlier that in everyday life, it's better to invest in the best now, so you pay less in the future
Exactly.
than paying less now, and then eventually you end up paying even more than you were supposed to.
Exactly.
So in layman's term, when we apply this in lighting or electricity, if you're going to buy quote unquote cheap cables and then cheap lights, you will save some money, but in the long run it's going to affect you immensely,
Yeah.
because your light bills are going to skyrocket.
Tell me about it.
And already we have some tariffs shooting up already, and
Yes.
electricity is one of them.
Yes.
So you wouldn't want to double up on that.
Yeah.
That's one. So it's best at least you save, get the best for yourself. You can do it gradually, and make sure you have an expert from Interior Design to assist you. And yeah, I would advise that you get the best. It will help you. It will save you some money, right? Yeah.
So, average Ghanaian business, average Ghanaian household. What are we looking at in terms of lighting? So I want to install my lights for my home. Give me without pinning down exactly how much. What's the average
In terms of figure.
figure?
Okay, so in that infrastructure or the house or the home, are we saying we have a hall, a living area, we have a bathroom?
So we have okay, so this is like 2-bedroom because
Okay.
mostly we are 2-bedroom
Yeah,
people.
okay. All
typical-
right. Yeah, typical Ghanaian setting.
now
Okay,
we are
okay.
2-bedroom. So 2-bedroom, a small kitchen, living area. Do we have a guest washroom?
Typical Ghanaian. We need to do that thing.
Do that thing, nah.
The bathroom is outside
It's
for everybody to
outside,
access.
access,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
We don't want to buy plenty
No.
things.
What is
Yeah.
our price point?
Okay. Let's. All right. So for the living area, bathroom, bedroom. Do you know why this is a very open question?
I know it's open. My I know it's very open.
Because there are lots of things that you have to factor. Even the space, the dimension of the room.
So that's exactly how I wanted you to answer.
Yes.
By saying that because
We can't.
when people will call you, oh, I have a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, how much is it? Oh, what? No, and
No,
you
no,
tell
no.
them that no.
No,
First
no,
of
it
all,
doesn't
we,
work.
we even have to measure the space.
Exactly. Yeah. That's first
So
thing.
that's how I like you, Justice.
So yeah. So what we do as experts is sometimes if we have the electrician or the end user has a 2D drawing
Thank you.
of their building or infrastructure, you can just share with us, and then we'll just send you a quote. Just relax, right?
Exactly.
That's one. That makes it easy.
Very
But you know, this part of the world, most people don't do the electrical drawings. They rather do the sanitary.
And I don't understand why.
Yes, that is not a priority for them.
And it should be.
Yes, unfortunately, that's what's happening.
Because all the architects I have had on Z Decor Live, let me say it again, have always emphasized that the drawings are so important.
Very,
you
very.
cannot, like, from the onset where you know that you want to build a 2-bedroom house, you must make space for each
Yes,
part of the drawing. And
Yes.
the electrical drawing is so critical.
extremely. Because that could either make your room or your house or your building look the best, or it could bend in some few years.
Exactly.
But people don't take that into consideration. So dimension is extremely important.
Always measure.
Very, very important. If you are very particular about everything and you pay close attention, you can understand that if you don't take that into consideration, there will be some parts of your room that have dark corners.
Thank you.
And these dark corners can harbor roaches and some stuff that
Exactly.
you might know. You might think, like you said, OBL,
Yeah.
but it all boils down to these things,
Yes.
you know. So first off, dimension is very important. And then secondly, like I said, light goes hand in hand with some few things. Painting is also very important because these light rays or beams are bouncing off the walls. Right? So that is another thing. If you have a dark paint, it means you need more light fixtures to reflect on the walls. If you have a brighter painting, it means you need less fixtures. That is another thing you should consider. And then the third thing is the amount of sunlight entering your room. That is very important as well. So you are either creating more windows that have flare curtains that can allow sun rays to hit your room, or if you have heavy curtains, then it means you need more light fixtures when the curtains are closed. All of these things have to be considered in your infrastructure when you're trying to build. Right.
And if you hear what Justice just said, it shows that everything that we have said from the first guest we had on the show is exactly what he's saying now. Everything is related. Everything is connected. You can't just build your walls anyhow, right? You can't just use like cheap blocks for your wall.
No.
It will affect the cabling.
Yes.
It will affect how everything is installed. So all those things are so important. Your windows, how big are you going to go? How small are you going to go? The kind of paint you are going to use, you know, how what's the word? How efficient is it? You know, because
Sorry not to cut you.
please cut me.
Even
If you're
your
adding
ceiling is also another thing. Where whether it's a
more.
high,
Just to tell them,
whether it's a mezzanine floor you're doing,
yeah,
whether it's a low ceiling, because if your ceiling is high, you can use more decorative lights because chandeliers drop down,
yes,
pendant lights drop down.
Yeah.
But if your ceiling is low, you have to use recessed lights.
Yes.
We can't jeopardize on these things. So there are lots of factors.
and I'm sure you've walked into spaces where the ceilings are so low,
And then they have lights in your face, but because they want to, look fly in their spaces, they just drop it there. But they don't understand what it entails for you to have these lights in these spaces.
And I tell people that it's so nice that you want to do POP ceilings. It's beautiful, but you see, your POP installer must work with the electrician. You can't just finish your POP, then your electrician comes and he tells you that I have to break here, then you are angry. Why don't they make...
The technicians have to make merry on your site. Otherwise, your building is not going to be the home you want it to be. The technicians have to work hand in hand.
Yes.
Yes, otherwise you're not going to get...
Because as soon as you decided that you want a POP roofing, right, that is the exact point you have to tell yourself that, electrician, please come
through. Yes, that's
pass
true.
through.
Yes.
You know, because sometimes they are finished their POP, then you see the lights, then you're like, why were they fighting? What was happening? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why we do that. You know?
Yeah.
So we're talking about mistakes. But what's one thing that you have seen that you think we can avoid?
In terms of our light fixtures.
Yes, our light fixtures.
The wattage.
Okay.
The wattage of our lights is something that is really overlooked.
Okay.
What we are used to is the onion bulb, and those ones we are not really concerned about the wattage, but it does a lot of damage. Not even for us. I mean, we are a bit quote unquote older now, but if you have younger siblings there, you should understand that if you have this knowledge, there are some light fixtures that is going to affect them because they'll be studying or they'll be playing with stuff and they are looking at these things. You have these high lumen bulbs in your room. Your TV is also bringing out lights. You have your curtains open, and then these kids are innocent. They don't know what's happening. And like we mentioned, eventually they grow up and have to put on glasses that have thick lenses. They have to strain their eyes. So the wattage is very important. Aside that, it also produces a lot of heat in your space. So if you have these high wattages in your room, your AC will not even function the way you want to because it is fighting against the heat that the bulb is, So back to that. Interior design.
I'm going to give you an invoice at this point. I'm going to give you an invoice at this point because at this point you have overflogged the horse.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an invoice.
Interior design has all these things in there, but when we really have power set protection, right? Because we have power fluctuations in our country
and
a
I think
lot.
we need a lot of that in our spaces.
Yes, that's another thing we should consider, power surge. Because already we are not doing the best with our cables. So at least you have a bulb that can be able to regulate the amount of, electricity that's passing through your stuff, at least, so that your bulbs don't die out early or it doesn't affect the rest of your appliances, especially if the cabling is joined together, right? So those are some of the things that wattage is a thing that I think is really overlooked in this part of the world. We don't pay attention to it at all.
So when we are having fun, that's when all the time will be flying. But I have just one last question you have to try and give me in less than a minute.
Okay.
Right now we are in the AI tech phase. I know we've done
Tell me about it.
I know we've spoken a bit about to come under smart lights, but I want us to end on it. How is that? What's the future you see? Ghana 2032. What do you see? Furnishing, lights.
Ghana 2032. Let me be very candid.
Please be.
The people that are going to be in business are going to be the installers.
Hey.
Yeah, because AI is going to predict everything you're going to use in your space. That is me being real. So for individuals like me, I have to upskill my game. Otherwise, because these are facts. These are facts. It's the technicians that are going to keep their jobs. Because the robot will not be 100% efficient.
No.
And then there are some instances where you can't go directly by the book. You have to adjust and then implement on site.
That's the human bit
As
of it.
instincts, yes.
Yeah.
So they can, continuously keep their businesses or their jobs or whatever. But for we those who have to, recommend, advise, suggest, sell, it's looking very shaky for us. So we have to try and, take it up a notch and then see, because the age you're talking about means we are literally fighting our jobs against AI, against a computer. And what is making it even worse is all the know-how that we have.
That's what we are feeding into the
Yes.
computer.
So then you become basically useless.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I think is going to happen in some years to come.
Okay.
Personally, yeah.
All right, Justice, thank you very, very much. And for all those who have tuned in today, Z Decor Live, thank you also. Happy New Month. We are going to do a lot of discussion on furnishing for our homes, offices, and commercial spaces, the best way ZFM does it. So this show will be repeated again on Sunday at 5, and we hope you tune in and stay tuned to all the other shows on ZFM. We have beautiful, informative, and business and everything right here on this platform. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week Friday. Okay, all right, happy furnishing for everybody. Bye.
It's your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.